come in here, and the first thing I'm doing is I'm catching the sight lines and looking for an exit. I can tell you the license plate numbers of all 6 cars outside. I can tell you that our waitress is left-handed and the guy sitting up at the counter weighs 215 pounds and knows how to handle himself. I know the best place to look for a gun is the cab of the gray truck outside.
Thank you for your kind words, Byron. So what happened to me is I had kind of an interesting story is where I was in the United States Marine Corps. I was an infantryman. And Semper Fi, brother. You know, we like to stick together. Yeah. And I did a bunch of deployments over there in Iraq, and obviously it wasn't very fun. You know, we got into a lot of bad situations, and there's people that, you know, didn't return home when we went to those deployments. So this is about the 2007-2008 timeframe where the Marine Corps had developed a really cool program called Combat Hunter. And in that, it wasn't necessarily hard skills, it was the soft skills we're talking about here, is establishing situational awareness, analyzing behavior, looking for trends, and we used it to kind of attack the chain of events of a dangerous situation, to kind of basically Sherlock Holmes it. So Byron, you mentioned acting above the baseline. So if you've established a baseline and you're looking at what the norm is and you spot a potential anomaly, what you think is an anomaly, there's 2 types of anomalies. There's ones that are above the baseline and what's called under the baseline. So an anomaly above the baseline is something that is added to your baseline, something that is there that shouldn't really be there. So so the non-threat side of this, and then again, this is another exercise you can do, is outwardly human beings, we try to put out what we want to, how we want to be perceived, basically, based off the jewelry we wear, the watches, the purses, women when they buy purses, the clothing we wear. The body gets red in the face for 2 reasons. Either you've just done or said something that either embarrassed or shamed someone, or they're getting very visibly angry.
Right. Before you even get to your location, this is Main Street, Huntington Beach. It's very busy on a Friday. We have tourists, we have locals, non-locals. Before you even get here, even if you've never been to a location, you can start asking yourself questions about what the baseline should be. So 1, it's more of a mental game that you're playing with yourself. If you're observing enough to be able to look at the area and go, I think this person is a local based on their speed of movement. You know, think of a train station.
They know where they're going.
Exactly. If I'm at a new train station and I'm wandering around, bumping into people.
Looking down at my map, looking up at my phone. And
as opposed to that person who's head down, stepping it out, because they've been doing that every day of their life.
When you put the sunglasses on, I'd say disadvantages are that I'm less connected to people in the public. Now I'm sheathed. I'm kind of there's something between me and them because we can't go eye to eye.
True.
But the advantages are I can look at everything.
Absolutely. People don't see where your eyes are moving. Again, no, I didn't invent this stuff. We didn't invent this stuff. This is natural human behavior that's ingrained. But what's happened is, in my opinion, I'm pretty sure it's accurate, is that we've gotten so far down the rabbit hole of technology in our phones
and safety,
that we're not looking up anymore. We're not seeing these behaviors that are ingrained, and then we see them like we're the dinosaurs. We make eye contact and say hello, and someone doesn't say that, and then we're freaking out. You know, it's like I just said hello to you.
We're freaking out, and they're thinking like, why is this guy looking at me?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
You know, do Israelis need this training that we're talking about? No, because 2-year-old Israeli kids, they grow up in a non-permissive environment where there's threats every day. They learn this stuff from a very young age.
100%.
You know?
Boom! If you enjoyed that video, I want to invite you to the Civilian Protector Project. Online training, live meetings, online and in-person training. It's for everybody. I look forward to welcoming you to our community. ProtectorNation.com. Let's go.